Hello brothers and welcome back to another video. So of course Warhammer Fest is starting on Monday the 3rd. We are just a couple of days away and I'm extremely excited. As always, I'm going to do a prediction and wish list video for the event, and what better day to do it today? Friday, it's the weekend, so I thought yes, today will be the day I do this video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through all the days and I'm going to say what I would like to see or what I would hope to see, and of course make the predictions and everything like that. So let's jump in and let's get started. So the first day of reveals, Monday the 3rd of May, is going to be Age of Sigmar, and I think this is going to be the reveal that will determine what happens with the mystery reveal on the 8th. The reason I say that is because there's been a hell of a lot of rumors that Warhammer Age of Sigmar is going to release its next version, like Age of Sigmar 3.0, I think people have been calling it, in the summer. And if they show it off on Monday the 3rd, that means to me that Saturday the 8th is probably open to another product. If they don't show it, then I think that on Saturday the 8th, they'll probably reveal Age of Sigmar 3.0. So what I'm hoping is that on the 3rd, that it is going to be Warhammer 3.0 and maybe a couple of other things. I know some people were saying that there's more vampire stuff to come and everything like that. So maybe they can, incorporate that all into one day. And Monday is going to be the big day for Age of Sigmar, where we get to see all that new stuff. Now let's move on to the juicy stuff, because Tuesday the 4th is our first 40k day. We're actually going to have two 40k days during this week. Tuesday the 4th of May and Friday the 7th of May are both going to be dedicated to Warhammer 40,000. So I think it's best if I talk about these days together, because I think they can show either on this day. Now, if you want to look at the background of the banners, there's some big hints on that. There's the fleur-de-lis on there, and there's also the orc symbol on there. Now, when it comes to the orc symbol, we all know that the beast snaggers are on the horizon. This is the time for the beast snaggers to come out full powerful now. Last event, we got the trailer, we got a little bit of a preview. Since then, we've had a little bit of a preview of some of the models, but I think now is when we're going to see most of them. I'm hoping to see the war boss. I want to see that big, huge, massive lump of bloody green and just smashing things, people in the face. I want to see like their little mini battle barge that's being pulled by the squigs and everything with all the guns on it. I'm really interested in that. And also, people have been saying new mega armored knobs and stuff on that level. So hopefully we'll get to see something like that. When it comes to the sisters and the fleur-de-lis, now this can go two ways. It's either the sisters of battle or it's either Bretonia. But let's just say it's sisters for 40k, just for argument's sake. If it is sisters, then it's going to be interesting, because what else is there to show for sisters? I keep saying, is this what it feels like as a Xenos player? Like when sisters are getting all the love and Primaris are getting absolutely nothing. Am I the Xenos player now? Because they seem to get in a hell of a lot of attention. Maybe it's going to be like the announcement of their codex, maybe some more HQ figures, maybe some more, I don't know, elite squads, maybe some more troop choices, maybe another tank or something. Because if you got to put the fleur-de-lis down and it is dedicated to sisters and it is Warhammer Fest, you should expect something big to be shown off, right? That's like in my mindset, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm actually hoping for some other factions to be shown off as well. Eldar, we need the love for Eldar. We all know Eldar needs some bloody love. How long has it been since Eldar got the, I know they got like that box set back in the day, but a full range refresh in Eldar is on everyone's tongue. It literally is on everyone's tongue about, just getting it out there and redoing the range, because how old it is. Tyranids, I know there's been a lot of talk about Tyranids. There's been some rumor images of Tyranids as well, which is, pointing in the right directions. But of course, rumor images are rumor images. They could be anything. Even Tau, I absolutely hate Tau and what they stand for in the lore, because, goddamn Tau. But I want them to get new models. I want people who play Tau to feel the love that I've been getting with Space Marines over the last couple of years. So hopefully we will get some previews and stuff for you chaps. Moving on to the next event day, which is Wednesday the 5th of May, and this is the Black Library Day, and I'm hugely looking forward to this, because there's been some cracking books coming out of Black Library recently. The Beckwin book, the Dawn of Fire books. The one that really stands out to me and I want to see next is the next Siege of Terra series. series. I know Mortis has just come out now in ebook. I know the audio is still not out yet. Apparently they're having technical difficulties. No idea what that technical difficulties could be. But there's only 3 books less now in the, well, I say 3 full books. I don't know about novellas, but there's 3 full books left in the Horus Heresy Siege of Terra series. And the authors who have yet to show their mettle is Chris Ray, Aaron Dembski-Bowden. We know Dan Abnett is going to be writing the last book because Dan Abnett started the Horus Heresy. It's only right for him to finish it. So those 3 are the big 3 for me. So those books are going to be amazing. I'm going to lean to Chris Ray. The reason why I think Chris Ray is going to be announced at being the next Siege of Terra series book, because in my heart, I think Aaron Dembski is going to be writing the Eternity Gate bit with Sanguinius. He's a huge Blood Angel fan. I think he's always wanted to write Blood Angels, and I think this is his time to shine. And I think that's going to be like the second to last book. So I think the next book is going to be Chris Ray. I don't know what that's really going to involve. Actually, I'll take a little gander. I think it's going to involve Jagatai Khan taking on Mortarion at the spaceport, because I think that's where Jagatai was going in the last book, and we all know how Chris Ray is when he's actually writing White Scars. He truly sold me on them during the Horus Heresy. They're my second favourite Legion after the Imperial Fist, because what he did with them, absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping to see more Sigismund, of course, as an Imperial Fist fan. We haven't really seen Sigismund don the Emperor's Champion title yet and go out and completely wreck face. So maybe in the last few books, maybe it's going to be Chris or Dan or Aaron, excuse me, who actually writes that. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to see where they go with that. So yeah, my fingers are crossed for that next book. The Dawn of Fire series, hopefully we'll get the next book announced for that. I think it's Gav Thorpe who's writing the 3rd book, so interesting to see where that goes. The second one was really, really fun. I enjoyed it. Custodes Imperial Fist were in there. Really cool book. Also, this is one of the big talking points. Godblight. Godblight is the 3rd book in the trilogy of the Plague Ward series. Now, this series was initially set at the end of the Indominus Crusade, but what they did, they retconned it all, and now it's set 12 years into the Indominus Crusade. So, firstly, I want to read about what retcons got into place with the books, like how they changed things around. Secondly, I want to read Godblight because the ending of the second one, Plague Wars, ended on an absolute stunning ending. It was Gilliman reading the Legio Divitatus. Hopefully, I probably butchered that name. So I'm wondering what's going to happen in Godblight. That's if they'd not retconned that bit at all, because I was thinking, oh, Gilliman's starting to read it. Could he be like coming round to the Imperial faith, or is he like, to know my enemy, I must, understand my enemy kind of, thing, to read their book. And also the Primarch series. We haven't had a new Primarch series book announced. There's 3 Primarchs. Sorry, no, is there 4 or 3? No, there's 4 Primarchs left. There's Mortarion, there's Dawn, there's Sanguinius, and there's Horus. That is all that's left in the Primarch series. Hopefully, it's Big Daddy D, because I'm dying to see what they do with Rogel Dawn. But it could be anyone, really. I think they'll probably leave either Sanguinius or Horus till last. So it's either going to be Mortarion or Dawn that's going to be announced today, because Sanguinius and Horus are like the big 2. Hey, even as a Dawn fanboy, I admit that, because one started the Horus Heresy and one, was basically sacrificed himself so the Emperor could make the kill on Horus. So yeah, those are the big 2, but I'm hoping it's Dawn. I'd love to see what goes on with his backstory. I really want to go into like the inwit of Dawn, like where he was raised by his grandfather, because he does keep like a little safety blanket. That was his grandfather's cloak, if I'm not mistaken, still on his bed and stuff, because Dawn is an absolute champion of humanity. I love him for little things like that. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some more background into Dawn and how he was raised and how it shaped him into the Primarch that he is today. And the next day is Thursday the 6th, and this is going to be dedicated to box games. And again, I'm looking forward to this because they could pull some big things out the bag if they have the balls to do this. So we know like the Necromunda is going to be on the cards. I'm sure they're going to get something, maybe a new gang, Warcry, Titanicus, Aeronautica, like the games that we already have. I expect them to get something else, whether it's going to be like I don't know, a plastic Thunderhawk probably for Aeronautica, so the controllers, Titanicus, maybe some new Titans, or maybe like some new campaign books or whatever that goes along with those games. I'm sorry, I don't really play those box games, but for me, if they really, sorry, there's a lot of reallys here, really want us to blow us away, they can announce a new box game, and that box game could be Battlefleet Gothic. Yes, Valrak is going down this road again, because I will not stop until they do this. Everyone I talk to, every single time, like there's a preview show, there's always like 40 or 50 odd comments saying, please, Games Workshop, Battlefleet Gothic. The fans want it. We all want it. I never got to play it back in the day. I've said this so many times. I've always wanted to play it. It looks fantastic. I love spaceships. That's one of the main reasons why I'm an Imperial Fist fan, because they were the masters of void conflict. Plus they have the Phalanx, which is like, the big dada of all the spaceships. I know it's basically like a space planet, but yeah, I love it. I literally love it. So if Games Workshop really wanted to pull some big moves on Warhammer Fest, they would announce something like this. Hopefully it's in the works. Really, hopefully it is in the bloody works, and one day we'll all be singing like, yes, we finally have Battlefleet Gothic, and I can play my little Reclaimer of Dawnfleet up and purge in Rogal Dawn's name. And the final and last day of reveals is going to be Saturday the 8th, and all we know about this one, it's a mystery, ? So there's been a lot of talk about this day. As I stated before, I think if they do AoS free on the Monday the 3rd, the Thursday, I think it really opens this day up to be a big day of reveals. I'm not saying like if it is AoS, then of course it's still a big reveal, but I think it's going to be a big reveal for something else, and it could be a couple of things. Now, Black Templars have been on everyone's mouth. Well, they've mostly been on my mouth for a long time, and I think it is the day that Black Templars could be teased. They could be revealed in maybe some way, and everyone would go wild. I'm sure everyone who's listening to this now, if they revealed Black Templars and they got a new Codex supplement, they got maybe some new characters and stuff, how would you feel? Would that literally send you into a spiral of ecstasy? Or is it like, more Primaris Marines, I don't really care? For me, as a Son of Dawn, for me as a Black Templar fan, I am dying for this to happen. And again, when I've been speaking to my source who told me about Helbrecht and stuff, I think it's just a matter of when instead of if now during this edition, and I really do think it is happening. Again, that is just my personal thoughts on it. So hopefully the Black Templars do come at this event, and we can absolutely just lose our mind and just pray to the Knights in Black as they unleash their crusade and bring justice to the Imperium during 9th edition. But let's not stop there. There's more. Horus Heresy 2.0. I love how we've dubbed it Horus Heresy 2.0. It doesn't mean like, it's getting like a full-on refresh. Well, kind of is getting a refresh because there's been talk of plastic models. Again, I'm 100% convinced that we're going to be getting a new box set. It's going to be in plastic. Some vehicles are going to be going plastic. I've heard Spartan Assault Tank has been going plastic now. I've heard Dreadnoughts are going plastic. My personal hope is that everything goes plastic on the Horus Heresy. Every last thing you can see in the Horus Heresy goes plastic. I know that is a big step. I think they'll probably start small with baby steps. So maybe just, doing some marks of Space Marine armor first as plastic, and then eventually going into like the full-on, let's change everything over to plastic. So yeah, it could be the day for Horus Heresy. We really haven't had any Horus Heresy news over the past couple of months. I know a lot of my friends who play Horus Heresy have been whinging, and they should be whinging, because Horus Heresy is a massive game. A lot of people love Horus Heresy. I love Horus Heresy, but the thing that really took me off the Horus Heresy was the lack of releases. That's why I went back to 40k. Also the rules as well, because 8th edition was designed for someone like me who can't read, and I absolutely love it. But when it comes to like the actual models and stuff like that, I'm in love with the Horus Heresy. I love all their vehicles. I love the Marine models. So if they start to get those models in plastic, I think it's going to be an absolutely massive hit. I think that box set, like when they do that plastic box set, and I'm 100% convinced they are doing it. So that's why I'm saying when they do it, that box set is probably going to be one of their best box sets they've ever sold. Ever sold. Do you chaps remember, if you can cast your mind back to when they did the 2 previous ones, when they did the Mark of Calth and the Burning of Prospero, and they sold like hotcakes? I remember like my friends were buying like 2 and 3 of them. I bought one of them, but every single person I knew bought one of those box sets. So I was really like, oh my god, why are they not doing more Horus Heresy plastic box sets? Maybe this is why, because it's been in the pipeline now for a while that it's eventually going to go in plastic over at Forge World. We've seen like little hints of like Horus Heresy actually on the Games Workshop website as well. It's there one day and disappears the next day because of website cookies and stuff like that. So it's definitely lined up. It's just a matter of, again, when instead of if now for all this to happen with the bloody Horus Heresy. Of course, with all the delays that we've had this year, Games Workshop moving warehouses and stuff, and of course with the global crisis of Nurgle's Plague, that's pushed a lot of things back. So hopefully their schedule is still on to release for this, but I won't be surprised if it's been pushed back a couple of months, because everything really has been pushed back a couple of months. But yes, I can't wait to see it happen. I think it's going to be a great day. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic when the Horus Heresy plastic does eventually come. And finally, the last big reveal they could probably do is Warhammer the Old World. We all know the Old World now has been in production or designed for the past couple of years now. For those of you who don't know what the Warhammer the Old World is, it's Warhammer fan that said they're bringing it back. It's going to be set like 300 years before the events that happened with the end times, the War of the Three Emperors, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm hyped for it. I want Bretonnians, I want to see Empire, Orcs, Chaos, Kislev is being teased. There's been so much stuff that they've put out in terms of concept art and maps and stuff like that. And I really do hope that maybe this day we'll get a little bit more of like looking at the models. I don't care if it's Bretonnia, Empire, Orcs, anything like that. I just want to see what they do with the old world models. If there's one thing I absolutely love about Age of Sigmar, is the models. The production that they do with the fantasy stuff is mind-blowing. So if they're going to use that in the old world, my mind is just going to lose it. If they start to bring that type of quality over to that game, I think we're in for an absolutely fantastic time. So I really, really hope that the old world is on the cards for Warhammer Fest, because I think it would be a great ending to, hopefully, an absolutely fantastic week. Alright, Chaperonios, that is me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, as always. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, stuff that you would like to see from the event, predictions you like to make, post it down below and we can have a nice little talk in the comment section down there, as we always do. Couple of days away now, 5 days of streaming for Valrak incoming next week. I'm immensely looking forward to it. Of course, we're going to be doing the watch-alongs. That's why I'm going to be doing it. So if you want to come and join the fun, if you want to come and join the party next week, come and join it. I'm going to be doing it for every day, even the Age of Sigmar day I'm going to be doing it for, because I want to see if they're going to announce Age of Sigmar 3.0 on there. So yeah, please come along and come and join me. It's going to be fun. It's going to be emotional, as it always is, and we can just have a laugh as everything gets revealed and just have a nice talk at the same time. So see you now. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself, and bye-bye. See ya. Bye.